Oh my, this is me from the future. From the future, when I already had recorded the full channel message. I forgot to greet you properly. With, hey beautiful soul. Hey, my beautiful souls. Hope you're doing alright. And now let's start with the channel message here by my side. Thank you. First of all, you have to be careful when it comes to caffeine. It is because it is influencing you and your feelings. It can give you this very high feeling, and then you're falling back. It's like climbing up a hill and then you have to go down again. So there is just this huge difference between those states. And you see, you changed. And so do we all. So are we all doing the same? We are changing, and sometimes we are not even realizing it until we get those glimpses. Those glimpses of us behaving differently, like what we've learned from other people, or what we've learned that is actually working better for us. And this will change all the time, over time. Yeah, so you'll be going on this journey soon, and less fear is coming through because you are releasing yourself from the grip of fear, from this longing to hold on to limitations. And that is why you are flying higher. And as this wonderful person once told you, the higher you rise, the brighter you shine, the deeper you have to root down, the deeper you have to go, the deeper you have to heal, the more darkness, of course, you will see and also feel in your life, experience through your life. For the light to be seen, there's always a certain amount of darkness needed. And that is why when the light gets brighter, you need more darkness so it can be seen, so we can have this difference. And you are actually the light that is lighting up the room, the darkness, the person that you are. And you're not even realizing you have been doubting yourself like most of the time, and I can feel it makes you really emotional. And I get the feeling that I want to cry too, because like, man, I know that I have been hurting myself so much. But it's like this helplessness that you always felt. Is like, I can't change that. I have no power. You're then falling back in this victim role because you never have experienced it differently. But is that really true? Hasn't there been a time where you have experienced it differently, where you saw that you actually are powerful and that you actually have the opportunity to make a choice to choose things differently than before. And that's why sometimes you feel like you cannot think. Because what you have been thinking is not helpful to you, to the real self that you are, to the essence that goes beyond thinking, beyond ego, beyond thoughts, beyond everything you know. And so your brain therefore needs to be pulled off for a sec so you can receive. You're not even realizing it, and that's kind of funny, because as you listen to this, you're like, right, actually I know, but at those moments, I kind of don't, because I'm like, what is that? Why are there no thoughts in my brain? What is going on? And that is, my friend, that is a download. So, for people, it's always different, of course, because all of us are different. But for you specifically, you are experiencing your downloads mostly like this. Yeah, for this certain timeline that you are in. And that will change too over time, because you will be shifting timelines all the time and experiencing wonders, beautiful new opportunities. And this will give you like this racing heartbeat, and you feel like out of breath sometimes, because so much is changing so fast. You've experienced the year 2024, most likely when you're listening to that. And so now we are about to head to the new year 2025 in a few months. And I can tell you that 25, especially also 26, will be a roller coaster. But life will be really beautiful if you allow it to be. So you do have a choice in that. You can choose whether you see life as beautiful or not. And some people are sitting here like, well, I don't want to hear that, because like, I cannot change the situations that are coming in my life. Well, maybe you can't. But what if you are actually creating your reality through your thoughts? So let me give you an example. Now, there is a certain shop that you're in, right? And you kind of are not able to get through to others. It feels like they're not really taking you seriously, they're not really listening to you, and you feel weak, you feel powerless, and you feel like being taken for granted, perhaps. And when you go home after work, you feel miserable. You just want to watch TV, eat something, or whatever your way of running away is. And that is without judgment. It's just what it is. And now, imagine that you, in this example, are actually watching your thoughts. So you can see that you can zoom out and just watch your thoughts and see that it's actually not literally you. Your thoughts are not you. And that's why it's called your thoughts and not, for like you thoughts or whatever. And you see that you keep criticizing yourself and you are not really taking yourself seriously. Because if you would actually listen to yourself and you would recognize that your reality is just a mirror of how you feel on the inside, how you treat yourself. Yeah, and then we need to take a deep breath, like hold our breaths, like, oh, just let that sink in. Don't judge it. That is it. That is what is causing frustration within you. You are judging. Stop judging. Just try. Again and again. Only for a few minutes to start. To watch your thoughts, to watch yourselves. How are you behaving towards yourself? And how are you feeling about yourself? How are you feeling about your life? So now that you see that, it is actually because you are not treating yourself the way you actually want to be treated, and you know that you deserve to be treated. What are you going to do with that? You have opportunities to choose, because we always do have a choice. Don't forget that. You always do have a choice. You always have one, and you will always, always, always be able to make a choice. No matter what other people might tell you, because you're infinitely powerful. So, if you start watching yourself, your thoughts, something is going to change. Because when you see how you act and react in certain situations, you are not actually being blind to them. You're just like not walking around blindfolded. You see that is the way you talk to yourself through your mind. So your mind is actually talking to you, not you talking to yourself. Your mind is serving a purpose. The purpose to protect you. Yes, you've heard that before. I guess we all kind of have heard that before. But we couldn't understand. And today I learned a really interesting lesson. The problem actually is that we want to understand. We want to understand, and that is creating a block for us. Because we cannot understand things with our mind, with our ego, that is beyond everything that we would ever know. It is something so much more deeper that can only be felt and experienced and be like literally, this is just not even able to be put into words or feelings or anything. Not even in like the words. It is a way of being. Well, it is kind of, but still it is not. There is so much that has been hidden from us. Oh, you have no idea. Especially when it comes to the feminine, to the divine feminine, and to the women in our world. Have you known that women once were wonderful leaders? That they were free in this world? That not men were the ones suppressing the truth, or women? That's why women, also men of course, can feel in the feminine collective this huge amount of pain. Because to know that this is just because of whatever it was that happened. Due to whatever that is that happened. That women are learning that they are worthless and that they always have to change something about themselves. And of course that is not only for women, it is for men too. And again, men also do have the divine feminine within them, as well as women do have the divine masculine within them. All humans have, no matter which gender. That does not matter. Actually, everything that exists has the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy. So you understand that there is something rooted deeply within our energetic field. That we know that something is actually not kinda true to our nature or many things. And that is what is going to change in the future, but only through us. Through you. Yeah, you who is listening to that. Because I know you are a good human. Whether you believe that or not. You are. You have that within yourself. No matter the darkness that you feel. This is a sacred part of everything that is too. Darkness. And of course we can love the darkness. Honor the darkness and honor the light. Because both are parts of who we truly are. Yeah, they really are. And we don't even see that. But we know. Deep within our core, we feel it. Deep within our hearts and within our essence, we can feel everything that is beyond words. Because we are everything that is beyond words. Yeah. And this channeling kind of feels like a podcast. That's actually hilarious. I love that. And I'm listening to this music in the background. Maybe you are able to hear it. I don't know. I don't even know what that music actually is. It's kind of an activation. What is it? Tell me. Well, I just clicked on it because of the picture. But there it is called Sacred Chakra Meditation. Yemaya. I hope Yemaya. I don't know how I'm pronouncing it right. The goddess in nature. Oh, and it's been released 13 days ago. Interesting. Well, those women that are on the pictures, they look so powerful and so, I don't know, it's like they are actually not doing anything. They're just, this woman right now is just standing there, embodying so much. And even though it's just a drawing, it is way more than just a drawing. It has something enchanting, something that says, even with her eyes closed and her standing there, that she's standing in her power. Really. And you can do that too. Everything you see is still an expression of source, of you, because you are source. Now I like to use that. Always remember that you are not a drop in the ocean, but the whole ocean in a drop. Oh yeah. I've heard that before. When my awakening with finger designs awakening, began. I read that in a book. Then, I guess a few weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, I don't know. I heard that in a reading from Luca. You may know him. He has a YouTube channel called Sauce Light Star, if I'm not mistaken. A really wonderful soul. Yeah. And through our journeys, we will always meet wonderful souls. And you never know what it is the next time to meet someone else. You will meet them. And then maybe your paths that once had been crossed and you've been walking together, they will be separating again. Like there will be 2 or more separating paths, and you will meet someone else. Because life is a mystery. Life is a wonder. And as you walk through the journey of life, the experience, the dance of wonders of life, you'll be surprised so many times. I can tell you, because from my experience, every time I thought like, nah, is this everything? All is the same. All is the same. But then, meeting someone else, even though it might only be through a video on the internet, you're like, what? So, that is how it is. It will give you this thing, maybe this key, this puzzle piece that you needed and you didn't know that you needed. Yeah. And then you have it and you're like, wow. So, I don't know why I felt so hopeless before, but how can I always forget that life is actually so wonderful, and life is actually taking care of me, is taking care of us, and there's no need to be worried. No, our mind is not standing in our way. It is just doing its job. And when you learn to work with the mind, and also work beyond mind, we can feel the difference. But we have to say it with whatever is coming up. There is no other way around it. Stop ignoring yourself. Give yourself a sweet hug and say, all is well now. I'm here to listen to you. Maybe you just want to light a candle, sit there, close your eyes and see what it is that makes your heart so blocked. Or it makes you feel like there is no hope. Why is it that your leg hurts or your throat? Yeah, of course, on a physical level, you're sick, right? That's what humans call it. But maybe there is more. Why have you been getting sick? Why is it that you get sick so often? Yeah, and then our brain kicks in and says, oh, it's because of our immune system, we had too much stress, or our diet was poor, whatever. But just listen to yourself. What does yourself tell you if you sit there in peace? Can you see beyond the chaos? And then says, yes, you can. Just be patient. Give yourself the permission to learn and to receive with time. You don't need to stress. That is a human thing. Let the stress be there, but don't let yourself be influenced by it. You're not the stress. You're you. And way beyond that. Always remember that. And now, go love yourself. Give yourself a hug. Gift yourself a little love. What is it that you need right now? Give it to yourself. You are your greatest gift that you have. And you are the greatest gift that you could give to the world. Yeah. Your presence, your very essence, your smile, your love. Especially when you give it to yourself. Yeah. So, that is everything I have for you. It's actually been almost half hour, so yeah. That was a good time. Hope you enjoyed this little child message. And I love you guys so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, always be blessed. Feel loved and safe here in my and our space. Bye bye.